Okay, here's part 2. This part we're going to cover breakouts, cycles, a little bit of PK, not much, and just some little miscellaneous stuff. Okay, let's get right to it. Starting off with breakouts. Okay, I won't draw that whole thing again. I don't think I need to do that. I kind of explained it in practice anyway. Let's go and just start it. Okay, I do want to mention one thing actually. If you remember one thing about breaking out, it's this, okay? Swing low, 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 and it's about I guess the other thing's about timing, okay? So right here, you know what? I guess I will bring up the little paint. Let's bring it up right now. Come on. Okay. One thing I wanted to bring up was timing, okay? So there's times where I have the puck and I'm already moving in this general direction. So as a forward, you need to already start your you have to time it so that you're right here by the time I'm here. Okay, so by the time I'm here, you're around this area right here. Okay, what you don't want to end up doing is when you're too far, where instead you end up here. And remember, someone on the other team. Oh, hold on. Someone on the other team is going to be someone like here, okay? And I don't want to get in a spot where I have to pass it through him, okay? And he can pick that off. So if that happens, I'm not going to pass it, all right? Instead, I'm gonna wait for you to circle around again, okay? As the other forward, you have to be reading the play as well. Because we did have little scripts like the forward's here and he would circle on the same side, okay? Which it's no good, okay? So you gotta kind of read that. If you start reading someone's on that side, then circle out and cut. You're gonna be the second guy where after he gets it, he's gonna try to pass to you or make it off the board to you, okay? Or you can of course just not cycle, but circle the other way, okay? So a lot of that has to do with timing. But you gotta figure out as soon as I'm already curling this way, the strong side is gonna be this way, okay? So if you do happen to be this guy, you might get a pass from me this way. In general, you don't want to go the opposite way though. Okay, if I stop up, then I guess you can. Especially in our ice games, we need someone on the board too. I know some of you are doing this coming down, which is okay, I guess. I talked about that, the top down. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Soon enough this crap. Get this out of the way. Alright, so that's the reason why I didn't pass to James right away. So he's already kind of far, right? I need you to time it so that, remember, I don't want to move there and this guy in pink can pick it off, okay? But, all I have to do is do it again. Perfect. Alright, so I stopped up and James just did it again. Okay, so Henry, so you crossed over, which is, that's not necessarily bad. You can also go behind me, or behind the net, I should say. So that's not bad either, except James is already on that side, so you got to read that. So I want you to circle on the other side. Okay, David, let's see. So one thing I could have done was swing it hard at David, but he was already curling out. So it looks like you're going to play the far man like we talked about, the high man. Okay, yeah, I have no passing lane to you though, but that's fine. So I need the other two to break out. Yeah, so Henry, you just want to stay on this side. Come on. You want to stay on this side and just curl up the other board. James already has this side. Oops. Okay, so all in all, I like what James did. Okay, he just circled back and he did it again, so then I gave it to him. Okay, and then yeah, we didn't break out clean. I get it. He didn't stick handle clean, and so I guess it's going to lead me to my real quick rant. I think I said it before, but yeah, you'll see a lot of these. I go all the way back, we set up, and then we break out shitty, and then we just give it to the other team. So you can argue, hey kid, why do we go all the way back to try to break out again when there's a risk of screwing that up? That's a good argument, but I feel like if we're a good team, if we're strong on our breakouts, then basically the whole point is to try to create a rush. Okay, that's how it is in arts. You just break out and then you start over. If you don't get a good shooting opportunity, they just do it all over. It's basically I kind of want to get to that higher level play, and this is the way to do it. So the other rant I was going to talk about is even in NHL, I find it ridiculous that they have all these controlled breakouts. So I have no idea how many occur in a game, but let's say you had 20 controlled breakouts in a game. If you can convert 18 out of 20 cleanly versus say 14 out of 20, that's just 4 more opportunities in which you can score. Okay? And in the NHL, I see a lot of this, all these retarded breakouts in which, let's just draw real quick. When someone's here, and then what they'll do is they'll try to force like this long pass where a guy barely tips it and it goes to the other zone into the other team. And so there's 2 reasons for this in my mind. One, the team's not good enough to break out, so they don't really give a shit. So the point is to give it to the other team and forecheck them. That would be one valid reason, I guess. But I think the second reason is just that they're forcing these unnecessary plays. Okay, and like I said, I think the goal is when we break out, you just start learning to get better and better so that you can convert those breakouts into an offensive chance a high percentage of times. Okay, so I have no idea what the numbers are, but just to say right now we're at 50% converting breakouts. Maybe we'd probably do a lot better if we upped it to 80%. Same with NHL. Anyway, into my rant. Let's move on. This part shouldn't take too long, I hope. Okay, so it's like here I go back, right? Go back and okay. Alright, so we have 2 guys going the same way. So again, swing lower, okay? If you think about it, if James, if you're this guy and you went up, do you think I can pass you to you with this guy right in your face? You probably can't. Okay, so you have to go even lower. David's doing this top-down approach. That's fine, except when you get the puck, okay, you seem to bring it back into our zone all the way, and then we have to do it over. Okay, and that's okay if the rest of us know where to go. Like, for example, if I pass it to you and you carried it all the way back into our own zone, you should probably give and go to me right after. Okay, or somebody else. The other option is, if you're going to take it back, I'm cutting this way. You can just bank it off the board and give it to me. Okay, I don't know if you guys see all that crap that's going on. And, of course, the easiest thing to do, okay, if there's... Why is it not going back? I guess it won't let me. The easiest thing to do is... hold on. As soon as you get it, you just turn up right away, especially if there's nobody on you, okay? So you pick it up and go, and try not to do these long ass loops. Like, hold on. So if you were to pick it up right here, I need you to, instead of going all the way back and doing one of these retarded loops, what you need to do is turn fast and carry it up. Okay. Of course, the other option too is to move the other way. Okay. So you catch it and you go this way right away. Okay, and you actually do that before you even get the puck. You actually do that as you see the puck's going with you. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you guys are gonna do a top-down approach, you got to be able to do these things. Okay, if you have to carry it into our zone because there's pressure on you, then again, oops, whatever. It's an arrow there. Anyway, yeah, if you're gonna carry it back into our own zone, then you need to bank pass it back to me. Okay, if it's safe. As such, you're going to see a few times, this is in which David will carry it back, and so you have me right here. I'm waiting for it, and then unfortunately you carried it all the way back. So I decided I'm going to be the high guy. You guys, I think you guys circled again, which is good. Good. So I like what James is doing. He's just going around that circle, easy. Let's see, Henry, let's see what you're doing. Okay. So, you know what? That was a good pass. I just fell over for whatever reason. Yeah, you'll see me just blew out a tire. Okay. So that was a good pass right there, but I wish he gave it to me earlier. All right, next one. Okay, so here, just throw it back. Throw it back. I think you're gonna force it to Justin, and then that's not a bad passing out. Justin can give it to Zhang right after, but I'd rather have you just go back. Okay. See it again. And you know John is there. John just gave it to you. Right, and just throw it back to the quiet zone. Okay, quiet zone, if you guys don't remember, is this area behind the net right here. Okay, called the quiet zone because nobody's usually there. And it should usually be a safe place. Okay, so I feel like that's kind of a force. Let's move on. Okay, good. I like that. So he moved up and then he went back, right? And again, you just have to go walk behind the net. Yeah, unfortunately. Well, okay, that wasn't so bad. There's actually somebody there. Let's see again. Okay, yeah. I like how you turn. All you have to do is skate there, or just pass it soft back there. I think to the David or Gino. Gino. Okay, next one. Okay, so it's like I do shit like this, right? I throw it all the way back, and then, if we don't break out clean, it does look kind of stupid. But again, I feel like we're good enough to do this. Plus, I want to work on it. We should get really sharp at this. Board. So if I say board, that means forehand side, throw it on the board. If I say reverse, that means throw it to me, all right, on the backhand, or I'll say backhand. If I'm yelling board, though, it usually means on your forehand. So you had David. So David, zoom the top down again. Okay. It's a common habit. Again, that's fine. I just explained what to do. Okay. And I didn't want you to give it to me because it's okay. It's going against the flow too. That's something that I didn't want to mention. Flow. Okay, I throw it back this way, so the play should be. Hold on. So once I put the puck this way, the play should be going in this general direction. Okay, and I'm on this board, so I want to be the guy who does this deal. Okay, and if we have David who's doing the top down, that's fine. Then he's just gonna do that little pass to me, just like we worked on. Okay, hopefully all that makes sense. If you guys have any questions on this, please ask in the comments or ask me in person. Comments are better so everyone can see it. Alright, so with that, the reverse isn't the worst thing. It's fine. I got it, but I felt like someone was on me. Luckily, he wasn't pressuring hard. What did I do with it? I skated it and stopped up, right? Hopefully, I stopped up because we're not really set up. Good. Henry, so again, swing low. Let's see how low you went. So you turn, yeah, see, you're turning too high. Swing lower. Okay, otherwise, I'm just going to give you a, rim it around the boards, and I don't want to do that. I want to give tape-to-tape passes. Okay, as such, that's fine. I think I don't know who messed that up. I have a feeling you didn't receive it clean. I'm not sure, but anyway, next one. Okay, yeah, this is a bad play on my part. Like I said, these little things. I was tired, and I wanted to get the hell off. Clearly, a better play was that he was wide open on the board. All I have to do is bank it soft on the board. Yep, and it was right there. But instead, I cleared it. So that's what I mean. That's another wasted opportunity, right? Where we gave the other team the puck instead of converting with a breakout. Okay. Yeah, and I got the hell off, I think, right away. That's what fatigue does too, okay? So make sure you're not tired. Okay, when the face off, of course, I take it behind net, stop up. The guy's gonna chase me, you know what's gonna happen. Yeah, okay, so I remember why I got this. Okay, so I peeled out, okay? Should I be peeling out? Okay, for some reason, I remember when I was skating up, I actually thought one of the two guys was number 3, Timmy. And that's why I'm not going to be stupid and try to take these guys 1-on-2, especially if one of the guys is the better defenseman. However, in this case, when I saw the video again, it actually wasn't him. So in this case, yeah, should I have dangled one guy? Yeah, maybe. Maybe I should have dangled one of the guys. By the way, he's playing D like I suggest. See, he has his ass facing you, which technically doesn't make sense, but Yeah, so I say you turn when you don't have oh, man, I don't know. Looking at this again, I had a lot of room to just like do this too, and then give it to David. Once I curve out though, if you're this guy, just cut in towards the middle, because I'm not gonna give you like this whole cross ice pass. Okay, but anyway, the point of this is, should I curl out? Yeah, you shouldn't. If you can't beat him 1-on-2, then don't make a move. But in this case, I could have. And I had David right there. Should give it to him right away. I didn't. And what I like here is David does the same thing. Okay, can you beat him? Can you beat him? No, nothing. Okay, same thing exactly. Just go back, do it again. Okay. I think I should have gave you an option. I was skating the wrong way, I think. Yeah, I should have been skating the other way. Okay, I actually thought you were going to go behind the net, too. Oh, well. Okay. I'm here. Yeah, I know you want to practice your slap shot, and those, jeez. But, I think that's ideal. You can walk in way more. You have a lot more space, and, if you can do one of those hard snapshots, I think it's more effective. To be honest, I only like slap shots on a one-timer. That's just me. Okay, next one. Okay, so this is one of the dumb ones where and share. See, so it's like I said before. Yeah, can I get around them? Maybe, but I'm not gonna be stupid about it. It's just a lot of effort for too much risk. Okay, so good, James. You're curling out. Good. What you can also do, James, is like I told you guys before. You can go behind the net. Okay, and swing lower. Okay, when I say swing low, I'm not kidding you. I mean all the way down here. Swing lower, swing lower. Oops. Okay, let's play on. Okay, same with you, Henry. Swing lower. Okay, you have to imagine it's going to be a really close pass because I got to make sure this guy doesn't pick me off. Okay, as played, I gave it to David, who's going down. Which is okay, but we coughed it, right? So it's like, yeah, we did all that work just to cough it. It's stupid, yeah. It's okay, though. We'll get, like I said, I think we have to get better at it. Alright, so that was an example, by the way, of, I don't mind you trying to practice some dangles, but 3's going to cover him. If you beat him, 3's just going to get it right on your ass. I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. Next one. John, good. Good. Alright, so that's the misdirection. Okay, guys? Utilize that. If guys forechecking you too hard, and if you have speed, use it against them, turn back, and misdirection. And keep going. With that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and... Hold on. Ooh, okay. Okay, that was a good example of swinging low. So hold on. Let's watch it again. So you get it? Oops. Oh, okay. So Gino went all the way to the side and then ran curled up. That's why you got to pass getting speed already. So that was perfect. Good job, Gino. I'm not sure what happened here. Nothing. Okay. That does lead me to the last part. Actually, as we get into the cycling, it's very relevant. All right, sorry. Let me collect my thoughts. The first thing I'm going to talk about is real quick as a defenseman. Okay. So as you're going back, okay, there's a couple things you can utilize. Some little skill to work on. If a guy is pressuring you, hold on. Let me redraw that. That was bad. Hang on. Okay. So say you have the puck and you're going kind of behind the net, right? Behind our own net. Alright. So as a defense, and here's where a lot of the skill comes in, okay? If the pressure is directly behind you, I might have gone over this, I'm not sure. If the pressure is directly behind you, all you have to do is keep skating forward, okay? And you burn him, alright? If the pressure is, is going to cut you off, okay? Then what you do is you do the misdirection play. So you pretend to curl this way, and then you turn back really fast. Exactly what John just did, the misdirection. Okay. You don't have to always panic and throw it out. All right. You want to do that against good players. If a good player's forechecking you, then yeah, you have to do that. But if the guy's not very good, then you want to utilize some of these where you misdirect or you just burn him. Okay. So basic things. Obviously, you have to pass when you have two guys, right? You have two guys, one's cutting your inside, one's on the backside, then you have to throw it out. Okay. Basic stuff. All right. So anyway, going into cycles. This doesn't relate to cycling, but this goes to this goes pretty much at any time. Always give this guy a forehand pass and a backhand pass. Okay, I don't know why I drew the X there, but I guess let's say he's in the offensive zone. Let's draw him here, for example. Okay, and he's circling around. There should always be a pass so he can just throw it backhand this way, or someone in front of him so he can always throw it this way. Okay. The other reason for this too is front side, back side support. Okay. The other part too is as he's skating and he coughs it up, there should usually be someone trailing him to pick that up. Okay. The backside support. There should always be support on both sides. Okay. A lot of times you can give him support on the boards. Okay. Support on the boards. Keep that in mind as we get into the cycling. Okay. Let's go ahead and play it. Okay, so nice try on the pass there. It didn't work. He got back in time. Okay, so right here, right when the puck goes into the corner, Henry, your first reaction should be. So you're here. So I see a lot of you do something like this, okay, which is just doesn't make sense. You got to go here, and you got to help David. Okay, if David gets that puck, he's gonna give it to you right away. Okay, immediate support. I think Jimmy might have beat him to it. I'm not sure. Let's see what happened. Okay, good. Henry went the correct way. So that was good. Okay, so David, you're kind of flying off there. Okay, you need to stick around. You need to stick around and support him. His fighting one-on-one with someone on the board. So the only thing he's going to do is roll it along the board back or in front of him. Okay, so I think James helps out and gets it. Good. Okay. So good example, front side, back side support. Someone's on this side, which is Henry, and hopefully there's supposed to be somebody on this side as well. Both sides, okay? Sometimes one side will be closed off. This side is partially closed, but you snuck it through. Henry got the puck, made a good move, and you had David, but you decided to be a Hollywood and score it yourself. Good job. All right, next one. Okay, nice try. Okay, so right here. Right when he circles, anytime we see... I know I keep bringing this up. It's hard to see on the screen, that's right. Anytime you guys, like, someone shoots it and you miss it, and you circle around, someone else needs to always be back here somewhere, okay? You don't have to be back there. You can be in front of the net, too, but you have to be ready to go back there in case he needs to dump it off, okay? So as soon as David circles, I'm actually... Okay, so Henry, you tailed the other way. So instead, I decided, fine, I'm going to become the trailer guy. Not the trailer, but the backside support for David. And that's going to leave one man up here by himself, which is fine. So David, what I want you to work on is to cycle it to me. Okay, I am calling for it. I make no mistake. I'm telling you to cycle, and I'd actually rather have you cycle as the first option because you give it to the point man, he coughs it, we're in trouble. Okay, whether James gets it and he gets picked off, or he passes and this guy cuts it off, we're in trouble. If we cycle down here and we screw it up, it's not a big deal. It won't hurt. Okay, particularly when I'm down there, I want all of you to cycle to me as the first option. Okay. Okay, and so this is a good example here too. This is kind of a partial cycle too. Okay, James has kind of a pass on the backhand, which is dangerous. All right, but that is his backside support. But he also has support on this side, which is perfect. Okay, well executed. That's what I mean by frontside, backside support. So that's kind of a cycle on this board too. Okay, I think that's the one where I scored, but not necessary to show. Okay, call it crappy slashing. Yeah, it isn't really slashing. Same deal, right? Or David, you get it? So again, cycle. I'm right here. I'm waiting for it. Cycle. I'm your backside support. Henry's actually the front side support. I think you give it to Henry, which is not bad because it's wide open. It's yeah, barely got to him. But I am here too. Okay, I'm just So again, let's do it again. Someone needs to give me backside support. Is Henry there? No, I don't see him. See, so Henry, right when you shoot it, your first instinct should be to. Okay, you are there. I just didn't see you. Good. Okay, I know why I threw it out. I actually threw it out because I realized they call it delayed penalty, so I wanted to reset. Alright. But good. Perfect. That's exactly where you're supposed to be, though. Okay. Good job. And I think we scored on this play, right? I don't know if I show it. No, we didn't. Okay. Next one. Nice pass. Okay, he stops up. So he stops up. First instinct, Zhang, you're so in front of the net. That's okay. Just be ready for a pass back here. You don't have to go there right away. You can wait to see what John does, but just be ready to support him on the backside. Okay, he has a front side support right here on Justin. Okay, give the guy 2 options. And he has Gino as well. Good. Okay, so I would just again, you don't have to cycle down here all the time. You can do it right here too. So Gino, if you give it to him right now, your instinct should be to cut in right away. Okay. So I would have just thrown off the board right away and just cut in. Okay, and then John, once you get the puck, instead of standing still, make sure you're coming up the boards. And yeah, and then you can do this deal, Gino, if he doesn't pass to you right away. Okay. Just gonna play it, see what happens. Okay, good. Fire, fine. Okay, same deal. So he circles, give him an option, right? You can cut in a little bit more, cheat in more. Okay, we shoot it, that's fine. Can't tell where it is exactly. Okay. Okay. This is. I think we're gonna cycle later, but this is a. Far to talk about breakouts. You gotta give it to him right away, headman immediately, and roll it along the board. John's waiting for it. Yeah, right away. You don't. It's like I talked about. Defenseman, last guy back. Don't make moves. Headman, your job is to get it to your forwards. Even if you can toe drag around him, I'd rather have you just bank it off and give it to John. It's easier. Okay. Good. 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 Nice try. I see what you're doing. It's going to come right here, though. Okay, so Justin goes around the net. So John, I actually would have gone towards the short side, but that's okay, too. Short side meaning instead of, in case you guys are confused, if I were John, once I saw Justin kind of wrap around, I might have just gone this way as opposed to the other way. Not a biggie, though. Hopefully you call for the cycle as soon as you get ahead. Yep, right now, since Red's not going to beat you there. And you did, and you passed it back to Justin. Perfect. Okay, unfortunately, that's when we went on a 2-on-1, but that was well executed, actually. Let's see that again. That was pretty good. Justin goes around. He dumps it back. He gives it right back to him. That was perfect. I just wish you were cutting in a little bit more. That way, instead of stopping, if you were already skating in, that would have been nice. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. Passed off the board. Very good. Okay. Okay, so David goes around a net. Henry beat the backside option. Get to that board. You guys want to stay in the front if we're open. If you're no longer open, don't waste time wrestling with the guy in front of you. Just give him the support on the board. Okay, and like I said, David, usually carry it all the way back. Or, okay, you gave it to someone. Okay, so just try to keep that in mind, David. You never seem to cycle it. Not saying you have to, but you should utilize it some of the times. Okay, this is very good. Stick handle a little bit. Yep. Okay, good. Tried for the cycle. Okay, good. So this is more of a give and go rather than a cycle. But first of all, Gino, your reaction, I noticed you delayed. Watch this delay, right? So he passes, and then he waits, and then he goes. Okay, you should just took off right away. You would have had him by just a tad more. Stick handle, pass, boom, automatic. This should be automatic. And then this guy, whoever this guy on the board is, he should either try to pass it to you, or once he doesn't pass to you, she just has to skate up the board to cover your defense, cover you on a defense. Okay, didn't work out. That's okay. All right, so that's all for the cycling part. This penalty kill, I'll speed this part up. Hold on, let me draw a little penalty kill scheme. Okay, on a penalty kill, we're in green. The other team's in red. Ideally, we should just stay in a triangle, and the goal is to block off any passing lanes, particularly from here to here, and from here to the back door. Okay, this guy, whoever this red guy is, they would usually slide towards the back door to try to slam one in. So I was discussing this with a few hockey people, and I was asking, what about the guy in front of the net? What if he's screening the goalie? The problem is they outnumber us, so it's going to be hard to get that guy out of the way. Okay? It's kind of like, it's the same deal as well, let me tell you this. Let's say all three guys are screening. What are we going to do? All three of us take him out and let the guy walk in with a slot shot? It's the same thing as a 2-on-1, I guess, where a 2-on-1, you're supposed to block the pass, but you're not going to just completely go to one guy and let the other guy have like a breakaway shot, right? So sadly, my opinion is that if there's a guy screening the goalie, there's not much you can do. The only thing you can do is if you suspect like they're gonna shoot it, then you can try to push them out right when they're gonna shoot. But you can't move the guy out of the way when they have full control and they're not doing anything with it. There's no point, and you're gonna leave someone open that way. Okay. So for example, if this guy were to push him out of the way, this guy is just gonna walk right in. Okay. And have a wide open shot. So picture poison. My poison would be leave the guy in front of net, make him shoot a good shot, and they did it against us. Bo, that's where you're gonna have to use some skill to look around them. I'm not a goalie coach, so I have no idea how to do that. Anyway, so these three guys, we need to be within 2 stick lengths from each other. Okay, 2 stick lengths, because if you didn't get it, your stick would be here, and then my stick would be there. No gay jokes, please. So basically, it'll block off all passing lanes. We're gonna try to block this pass here and any backdoor to this guy. Okay. When they can pass back and forth here all they want. Okay, fine. We're gonna leave those. And also, don't pressure this guy if it's good. If this guy's a good player, don't pressure him. Right? If it's a shitty player, yeah, go ahead and start applying pressure. Now, what the problem is, things start getting screwy when you start trying to play high here, and so all that does is it just leaves a 3-on-2 for us. Okay, so if you were to pass it, they have kind of a 3-on-2 going on. Okay, so stay close to each other. Oops. Just gonna run these. I might speed it up a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's pause right here. Alright, so now they have kind of a box going on, so what should we be doing? So you two are pretty far from where John is, okay? We're not 2 stick lengths away from John. So we're doing something wrong. Okay? It's going to leave someone open, especially if someone were to, say, be in this spot, right where my mouse is. Okay, good. See, too far from John. See, that's what you should be doing. Doing what John does, but all of us should be doing that, okay? Okay, and they almost got a backdoor anyway. Speed up. Okay, so are we 2 stick lengths from each other? Not really, okay. I will say, if there's a puck on the board and you think you can beat him to it, then by all means, yeah, go ahead and go after the puck. That's where the speed is going to matter a lot. Okay, so let me slow it down again. You know what? I guess I'll just cover this now. I think I have it later on, which I'll skip then. So Zhang, you have a breakaway. Alright. I did want to mention on this breakaway, I know I always tell you guys to go backhand, but in this case, if you can sense that pressure, particularly number 3, because he partially catches you. He's gonna be on your. If you try to make a backhand move, he's gonna catch you. So this is a case of forehand deke right there. Okay. Okay, whatever. Let him shoot all day with the power play. It's a waste. Okay, nice job. Gave a little stick lift there. Okay, and Zhang. Secondly, I don't know if you're tired, but instead of shooting there, you could have got a few more steps. You have done this in the past too, where you just shoot it when you have a lot of room to walk in more. So walk in, and here's the other thing too. If the guy is putting well, you're actually on this side, but if someone behind you is trying to catch you like full speed, all you have to do is stop or just put the puck through him right when he does it. Right? It's hard for him to go and then stop up. All right, only skilled guys would do that. 3 might do it, but in this case, yeah, instead of shooting right away, you should have made a move around him more. Or you can power move. If you do the power move, you use an arm and you use your left arm to stiff arm him and yeah, power your way in. If you guys don't know what the power move is, it's having your one hand on the stick, using your other arm to block them. Okay, I think there's another power play. Is this it? Yeah, it's us. Okay, so yeah, David, I kept telling you to back up, okay, because we're too far from each other. We're all too far. Let them come in, okay? We need to be 2 stick lengths from each other. And if they're gonna shoot from the point, let them shoot from the point. I don't really give a shit. Come on, did we clear here? Come on. Okay, then they get it back right here, I think. Yeah, hold on. Okay, yeah, so you're too high, too high. Okay, let them come in. I don't really care. Sad part is I could have blocked this shot myself, I think. Yeah, it's like in slow motion. Or whatever. Okay. That was a quick intro to PK. We'll see more of it. Stay 2 stick lengths from each other. Last part, miscellaneous. There aren't too many clips of this, so we're almost done. Okay, I need to. Oh, okay, sorry. Let me just skip this. We already talked about this. Hold on. So Zanger's breakaway. I think this next one is Zanger's breakaway again. No, the one where he just shot it. Yeah, okay. Skip that. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Okay, I'm running this. This is actually a good move by 3. It cuts in, and if you guys are skilled enough, that's where you toe drag back the other way. And we did have a back checker, so you couldn't do it, but it's a good move. You guys should copy this. So look, it's just a simple one. You just cuts in, and then you drag, and you put it around the guy. I'm not particularly skilled to do that, but I do see people do it. You should work on that yourself. It's a good move. Next. Okay, I remember this. I think someone comes and helps him. Okay, so we're running around. Justin, you gotta stay on Jimmy here. Okay, don't help him. Don't help on defense. On offense, get on that shit right away. On defense, or again, on offense, if the puck is stuck on the boards, you get a second guy in there right away. On defense, don't help, because if the other guy wins it, they're going to have one guy open. Okay, as such, I don't know what we're doing. Everyone's joining in. He's wide open. This guy number 2 is going to be open, I think. I can't tell what the hell's going on, but either way, yeah, Jimmy is wide open. Now, the thing is, Justin, you're cheating, okay? Your guy's right here, or someone's guy is. Justin, I noticed you started cheating, and now they have an extra guy here for some reason, so we're really out of position. But Justin, you cheated, and you did get rewarded for that, so you're off to the races. Okay. Double-edged sword there, but yeah, I'd suggest you try to keep a defensive mind as well, right there. Okay. I think that's the end of our video. Okay, good. That's the end of our video. Alright, as I always say, nah, everything I say, take it with a grain of salt, please. I'm definitely not the most qualified expert to go over hockey videos. It is something I like doing, but I don't, if you disagree with something, I got no problem. Post it in the comments. This is just the way I see things. Yeah, let me know. Also, let me know if you guys... Well, first of all, I'll stop making these if no one watches it, but if you guys think this is instructive, or... obviously I'll keep doing them, right? Alrighty, till next time. See you guys.